Hill News Dispensary. Um, I am just gonna give. I'm not gonna do like because last night we got kind of like cut off in the middle of when we were looking through some of the family of this story that I've done 4 videos on now, I think. So the last 4 videos. So I do have an update, and of course, what we were telling you that I was hearing from my source, who I told you, my sources are always right, and they got it what about 16 hours before these people. They just finally around 9:15 said it on the MSM because they would you know there was a small mention of it, but he kind of backtracked it yesterday. Anyways, they found 2 girls. Um, they were bound and gagged, and they were in a vehicle. It's not clear which vehicle because they had 2 vehicles. There was one person arrested. They had 2 vehicles. One of them was like a Jeep, and it was stolen from, amazingly enough, it was stolen from Phoenix. And that's exactly where the Miller family was heading to pick up the father. So that makes it that's really suspicious to me that it was stolen from Phoenix, which is exactly where they were going to meet the husband. That's where they were heading to. Or maybe they weren't going to meet the husband. Maybe they were just going to saying that that's why they were going to Phoenix, but they were going to Phoenix for another reason. Another thing that they are now saying is that they're like they're saying the other news agencies are saying they were caught in some crossfire, and finally it was actually Fox News who said, but we are going to go ahead and we're going to say, based on our sources, that we don't think that that's possible. And literally, it's this happens with Fox News all the time. It's almost like they watch the show because they were like, how could that happen? Because these cars were far apart. There was a chase that ensued, and the cars were so far apart that being caught in crossfire makes no sense. With the cars so far apart, a chase ensuing, and also they even added even a little bit more on top, which is something that I was implying as well, and that was that they believed that somebody at that community and I'm thinking it's probably one of these husbands, but they said someone at the community. They didn't get that specific, because you gotta think. I would honestly, because the car was stolen from Phoenix, because even Fox News said that it's likely that someone from their community, owed money, or got involved with got on the bad side of the cartel, and also that these families have had multiple run-ins with the cartels. So it sounds like what we thought is exactly what it is. That's why I just went out and said it, because I just had a feeling I could tell. Then I had a source confirm a couple things, which really made me feel that way. And if I had to guess, because there was one of the vehicles was a stolen Jeep from Phoenix, and Mrs. Miller with her children was heading to Phoenix to meet with the husband, I would go ahead and say that maybe the father, something might have happened. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that he's in Phoenix. He was in Phoenix, and all of a sudden there's a stolen car from Phoenix. And if you guys didn't hear what I said at the beginning, this is the big part. This is the part that I don't think even you guys might have not believed when I said it. It wasn't just one, it was multiple people. They found two girls bound and gagged in the trunk. And then he had a second vehicle. Now, I don't know if this is the vehicle they were in, it would make sense. But they found them bound and gagged. And the second vehicle was an Ahmed Denali. I mean, that sounds like deep state, honestly. An Ahmed Denali? You don't just have an Ahmed Denali. I mean, then again, these guys in the world that they live in, this business, I guess it makes sense a little bit, but also he had like a bunch of weapons. I mean, we're talking like high-powered assault rifles, like multiple high-powered assault rifles, a bunch of spent magazines, and red-handed with two young girls bound and gagged. I just hope that they're the only ones, that they got them. And by the way, Mexican authorities were the ones who got them. He was close to where the scene was, and they got him. And America offered to help. And you know what Mexico said? We don't want your help. It sounds like they're kind of pissed about what the president said. So that all, has been confirmed. And these are all things that we reported yesterday. But it's good to have them confirmed. It's good to be. I wasn't first on the story, but I was definitely first on the details. Along with the Q, first on Q, along with first on Baghdadi. I don't know what's going on lately. It's like crazy. But also, speaking of Baghdadi, they just got to and arrested his wife, and they were able to take her alive, and she's complicit in a lot of this, and they were able to take her alive, and also an airman, unfortunately, during a drill, I think they were probably doing some type of drill where they have to jump, or they could be a rescue swimmer. He fell from a very, very high altitude and died. Well, they're searching, but he's most likely dead. Unfortunately, an airman, and that's all they said, an airman. So I'm figuring E3 or below, but that's just what I'm guessing. Because it sounds like training and airman. It has somebody who's new to the military written all over it. Trying to think what else. What else is? I got a very interesting video for you. Project Veritas, ABC. Hey, if you ever work for the radio, the news, and you're talking about something this is how Trump learned the hard way with grabbing by the hoo-ha, you know what I mean? But hot mic, this thing on, hot mic. Let's watch it. Let's check this out. Alright, so we're gonna play this. I want to find something that isn't, you know what? It's about Epstein. Oh, I had it all ready to go right here. All right, ready, guys? Here we go. And a certain show tried to correct me of St. Thomas, the Disney boat that goes out. Here we go.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything.
That is the kind of video that it's the media equivalent of
this guy just talking.
When you put a family member in hospice, act of experiencing it nonetheless is fairly devastating, right? That's how I felt.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air.
That's a frustrated Robach just 3 months ago, venting on a hot mic at ABC News, quashed her story.
Now to the scandal that's enveloped Prince Andrew.
Very compelling. She made public, conservative group, and again, because of where it came out from, that may lessen its impact here.
And has there been any response or?
And now to the explosive video concerning convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The footage shows ABC News anchor Amy Robach talking about how she had a major story on Epstein for 3 years, but wasn't able to run the story. RT's Trinity Chavez has more.
We are outside of Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan mansion, just one of the places where he was accused of sexually abusing underage girls. But we are learning from an investigation done by Project Veritas that this could have potentially been exposed years ago. But network executives refused to air an interview that one news anchor conducted.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air.
The clip, filmed earlier this year, was allegedly captured by an ABC News insider and released on Tuesday by the investigative news outlet and activist group Project Veritas.
It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton, we had everything.
The video caught Amy Robach speaking to a producer on a hot mic off air, talking about how they had one of Epstein's alleged victims, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, ready to come forward, but executives squashed the story.
First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story.
Robach went on to express how she felt about how Epstein died while he was in jail.
Do I think he was killed? 100%. Yes, I do. Because he made his whole living blackmailing people. There were a lot of men in those planes, a lot of men who visited that island, a lot of powerful men who came into that apartment.
Meantime, in a statement Tuesday, Robach said the network never intentionally killed an Epstein piece and called the recordings a private moment of frustration. She said in the statement, I was upset that an important interview I had conducted with Virginia Roberts didn't air because we could not obtain sufficient corroborating evidence to meet ABC's editorial standards about her allegations. My comments about Prince Andrew and her allegation that she had seen Bill Clinton on Epstein's private island were in reference to what Virginia Roberts said in that interview in 2015. I was referencing her allegations, not what ABC News had verified through our reporting. The network issued a similar statement which read, at the time, not all of our reporting met our standards to air, but we have never stopped investigating the story. Ever since we've had a team on this investigation and substantial resources dedicated to it. That work has led to a 2-hour documentary and...
All right, anyways, I thought that was worth, bringing to you guys. Let me see. I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing everything, that everything's working right now. I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing. So you have been seeing it. Everything. Yeah, Veritas and right now I think the three that are really like ripping it up. It's like Veritas. What's it called? What are they called? The justice, what is it? They're the ones who go to the courts and they do the FOIAs and they get all that stuff. Project Veritas. Judicial Watch. Yeah. So Project Veritas. You know what? Let me go live on me again, if I can. So screen capture is enabled. So, okay, cool. All right, so yeah, so I mean, it's like, I think that Project Veritas, along with Judicial Watch, along with Red Pill News Dispensary, are the ones that are really pumping out the truth right now. Honestly, not to, I hate like kind of like sounding like that. But I've been working hard on a lot of this stuff. Like that Baghdadi, I worked hard on getting that out first. The whole Q thing, I can't say I exactly worked hard. It kind of just landed in my lap. This whole story, it's not about getting it first, but as far as the actual details, like, everyone just saw, okay, a massacre happened. Well, the fact that it was way more nefarious, that there was girls kidnapped and raped and all that, okay? They didn't mention the rape part, but, maybe that's something they wouldn't be mentioning yet, I wouldn't think. And you know what? The third person that they might have, that was missing maybe, could have been that, remember I told you about the baby? I'm trying to think the months old. I think 7-month-old baby. So it was the youngest out of, and it was unharmed underneath the back car seat. The back seat. Underneath the back seat. So that baby was unharmed, yet, that, because they didn't find it for 11 hours, that might have been it. That might be why, that might have been the third missing person. I hope that there isn't another one. I hope that, the Mexicans got, the federales got the missing people by getting this guy. It sounds like the guy, a bulletproof Denali, a stolen Jeep from Phoenix, which is exactly where the Miller family was heading. And it seems like the Miller family was like the primary target. And it's just they ended up going after, the Langford family as well. And their extended family that was there. But that's why, if you guys saw what I put for, like last night for the thumbnail, that is a picture of Christina Marie. I keep setting myself up. Yeah, Christina Marie Johnson. We'll just call her Christina. And then her daughter, Christina Marie Langford Johnson, and her daughter, Faith Johnson. And the mother's deceased, and Faith will have to grow up with her mother, but at least she'll be able to grow up, and she's not going to have any wounds or, something that's going to affect her the rest of her life. She's totally unharmed, so that's an amazing story, that mother. I look at her as the hero in all of this, that one mother. And also, of course, they're all, a lot of amazing things happen under extreme situations. Also, a hero is Devin. Devin Langford, and I'm like saying the name wrong. I'm like so tired. But Devin and also Mackenzie. Devin 13, Mackenzie 9, who both ventured out for help for their other siblings, who we ended up finding out later was a 14-year-old shot in the leg and foot, a 8-year-old shot in the jaw, who actually required the most attention, believe it or not, because I thought it would have been one of these two, the 4-year-old shot in the back and the 9-month-old shot in the chest. That's the one that I was like, how did the 9-month-old survive all that time? So yeah, it's just unbelievable story. There's still some loose ends to tie up. I'm not done with this story. I just wanted to confirm to you guys that all of the stuff that I had gotten from my source and that I kind of just put together myself and said, hey, well, this makes sense and what they're saying doesn't, but I think it could be this, and then along with my source said, and I got it right. And then all of a sudden Fox News was like word for word what I said to you guys last night. And I hate sounding like, oh wow, I'm so, ain't I so great? No, it's not like that at all. But it, you know, when you work hard at something and you end up getting it right, despite, you know, these people having all the money in the world and they can't get it right. That makes no sense. They have all the training. They have so much more experience at this than me. You know what their problem is? They're corrupt. If they weren't corrupt, their hands wouldn't be tied. Their words wouldn't be bought for. That's why I make such a big deal of somebody's word being for sale. It's just dangerous in so many ways. So anyways, good morning everybody. I dropped a little jingle video as well. That was done, I just want to make it clear, that was done by, oh, I gotta remember the name. Anyways, on my community page, I put it, and you can see who it was actually done by. But I just loved it, so I just screen recorded it and played it. I just wanted to get out to more people, because not everyone looks at the community posts, you know what I mean? But videos, yeah, they'll look at those. So I want to make sure people see that, because I could tell a lot of effort was put into that, and I love it. I just saw, like, the chat out of nowhere. Oh, here we go. Alright. Let me see what you guys have been saying. Morning. That's why I don't do live stream. Gotta watch what you say. Editing is easier. And still, Ghislaine Maxwell walks free. No justice. Well, let's see. Are we back? The phone died. I think I'm back. Alright. So you guys had some questions? Whoa. Oh man, come on. Whoa. How does this happen? Oh man, come on. Whoa. How does this happen? Oh man, come on. Whoa. How does this happen? Oh man, come on. What a pain in the ass. Alright. I think I'm good now, right? You guys can see me, right? I'm really close up, I know that much. Oh, no. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's better. Alright, good. Alright, so, any questions, guys? I was able to see chat before. Should be. I'm trying to see if I can see. I can't see the questions. Oh wait, I don't know. Take down to. Oh yeah. Lil Green, are you up on the Smith Modernization Act? Yeah. Yeah, Little Green Kitty, that's the Smith Modern Act. That's about, that's basically, we used to have a ban on propaganda. Now we don't. To put it as simple as possible. Under Obama, he lifted the ban on propaganda. And it's amazing how many people don't know it. I mean, my audience knows it. I say it all the time. But, yeah, it's amazing. Let me see. If you want to keep your job, then you have to read the script. There's plenty of angles willing to take your spot. Plenty of... Little Green Kitty, that's true. That's true. This could make you so mad. Control what they say. Exactly. Do you see? That was like her, like, really just being herself. Crazy buffering, yeah. I mean, you know, I did play all that. But I just wanted to bring you those pieces of news. I definitely want to tie up this whole story. Since I put so much effort into this story, I just wanted to let you guys know that those things are confirmed. That, what if instead of us repeatedly about sources say you believe, find out. I don't know, does it matter? Does it matter if I say I believe or sources? Because if it really is just my opinion, I want to, you know, I don't want it to be confused, you know? I don't want to, you know, it doesn't matter. I'll say sources if I want to. But if I say it's opinion, it gets confusing in that way. It removes liability or something. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You know what? Maybe I will, but everyone would have to be on board that if I say I believe, you know, that's what it is. So you know what? Maybe I will consider that for certain reasons, and especially with some of the stuff that we're putting out there lately. And oh, by the way, I want to dedicate this show, and there's going to be something else dedicated as well. We're just going to have to figure out something. If you want to, like, leave a comment or message my phone number, which you know, 774-303-5555, and you know who you are. I thought there were no donations, but it turns out there was a donation from 3 or 4 days ago. Pretty sure it was Brandy. Well, you know what? I don't know if you want me to say it was you, but you know who you were. There was only one person who donated, so you know who you are. And thank you so much. You know, so with that, we can figure out, you know, what we will, you know, there'll be something that you can say, you know, or it will be said by me that because of you, the channel has this. You know, I hope to eventually have the whole setup, but something like that could be like a I'm trying to think. We'll figure something out. But thank you so much. It means so much, you know, because I really do. Hey, baby, I'm just finishing right now. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. You know, it's hard, like working, going to school, trying to be a good dad, and doing the truth. Am I on Patreon? I don't do Patreon because I just don't believe in like having you know, like it's so people have to pay to get better intel. I'm gonna give all the intel to everybody no matter what, you know, whether they're able to donate or whether they don't have a pot to piss in or anything, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. If you have nothing, you're still gonna get the truth. But I was thinking of because I seen another YouTube channel do this, and I thought it was brilliant. They did it where they did Patreon, but instead of like doing information and stuff like that, what they did was they just put the merch on there. If you want to get the merch, if you want merchandise, basically just signing up for the Patreon, like it's so easy to donate there monthly. Yeah, I mean, no, that's the heat. It's wicked cold up here. Hey, oh, I don't want your face on camera. And your hair's a mess. You're so cute. You're sick. Oh, little Olivia's sick. She's been coughing. Her nose is running. Huh. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there watching. So you can't show your face. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, you know, just with everything. And, yeah, what you're hearing is the heat. Yeah, you get the syrup. Hey, you want to, hey, actually, you know what? Could you give this to Mama? Yeah, thank you. Alright, guys. Yeah, I should probably do like a Patreon thing, but I don't know. Yeah, donations $1 and up, and it's monthly. I know. And I was thinking of doing Patreon, but if I was to do it, it would be something like merchandise and, you know, some like nothing. There's no way that I'm gonna do like any more truth, like special videos for Patreon. I believe in it being for everybody. But if I was to do it, I would do something with like merch, you know, maybe some cool stuff, some cool design, which actually brings me up to something else. For you artists out there, if anybody has like a design, because, you know, I was gonna use the regular design and that's fine, but, you know, I mean, maybe someone creative could do like a really cool like red pill news dispensary type of design. So if anyone could do like a red pill news, if you're like an artist, me, I am not an artist. I like literally I can draw stick figures. My handwriting looks like chicken scratch. I don't know. Just I look at people who can draw like Amanda can draw, and it blows my mind. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you put that on paper and like make that? It blows my mind. Like anything with like that, like art in that way. I can appreciate art. I just can't make art. There you go. Oh, you're an artist? I didn't know that, bro. So yeah, so you know what? Yeah. This goes out to anybody. Anybody that's an artist. If you want to draw it, if you want to, you know, however you want to do it, by hand, if you're better doing it on computer, however it's done, it's fine, because I'm looking for new designs. I already ordered a couple with, there'll be like the regular, the red pill news dispensary, but I only ordered a very small amount. And but I'm looking for like maybe a new design that I could use, and I could use that with merch, and I could put that on a Patreon, because I'll never put truth on Patreon, you know. That, and you know what, maybe I can, instead of talking truth, I can like talk more personal stuff, if anyone cares, like, you know, stuff like that. I bet you there's a lot of stuff I could think of, but the best things I could think of is you know, you get like you get to see more of my personal story. You get to really hear my personal story, because I've for months I was like, I'm gonna do a testimony video. I'm gonna do a testimony video. I kept on saying it, and I was about to actually maybe do it, and that's when people started using every little thing that I've ever said against me. And it's like, alright, I definitely can't do a testimony video then, because I've had a crazy life. A lot of crazy stuff. Design tat. You used to do it. Oh, wow. So, you know what? I don't want to, like curb your creativity at all. Just do what you think is good. What you think would look good, like on a t-shirt, on a hoodie, on a mug, stuff like that. You know? Or even a hat. You know what I mean? And yeah, I could do my testimony on the Patreon. You know what I mean? That way, trolls are going to have to pay to get that information. And it'll just be people who actually care about the channel and actually would care about me, maybe, and you know, that'd be nice. I've been wanting to do a testimony video, but I can't do a public one at this point. Not when you have so many people just like, they can't make content, and their only content is talking about me or other people. You know, I like to keep it light. When I do stuff, it's light. You know, because when I do it, like I did more than half the video, but I never finished it because I've been so busy. And when I have had time, I've been, you know, doing videos and you know, yeah. So yeah, I'll get on that, and I'll get her done. But that goes out for everybody. So anybody interested, all right? And what I'll do is I won't just choose one. You know, I'll choose more than one, because different strokes for different folks. You know, something that would look good on a shirt, some kind of design, or it could be like one design on the front, one design on the back. I don't know. I don't know if you want to include Red Pill News Dispensary, or if that could just be done with like fonts, or if that's something that you'd want to put into the art, or if you just want to make like some cool art that could represent something like a, you know, I don't know. But the Red Pill News Dispensary, and it doesn't that you don't have to write it out into it, because maybe that could be done through like a font thing. You know, because on these websites where they do the merchandise, and by the way, I could have got it like wicked cheap. That's the stuff that like it's like the worst material. And then there's one step up, and it's like, you know, it's not bad. I got the nice material, so it's the good stuff. So it's a little bit pricey, that's it, but you're getting like the nice material. I mean, I'd rather have the nice material shirt instead of like, you know, the shirt you get for your softball team. You know, there's some scratchy, like, yeah. I'd rather get the better thread shirts and hoodies. So yeah, I just figured I'd try to get that done before the holidays. Not that not that I think any of you would get that for anybody in your family, but I don't know. I don't know. At the rate we're going, maybe we'll break something crazy. It will just keep breaking these stories. I don't know what's going on. Luck. It's luck. Luck and hard work, but luck too. Anyways, guys, great ideas. Thank you for spitballing with me, because that's what I've been thinking. Like, how could I do the merch? You know, but I don't want to make it also though that you can't get merch if you're not a Patreon. I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's a cool, you know what I mean? Because I think it's kind of cool, like Red Pill News Dispensary, or like Red Pill Dispensary, or however you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you think it sounds better without the news, it could just say Red Pill Dispensary. But I don't know if I run into any legal problems, because I don't know if there is a Red Pill Dispensary. And even if there is, I'm sure they don't have copyright, but I'd have to look into that, and I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, that goes out to everybody who watches this later, everyone who's watching now. If you're an artist, I'm looking for some type of design. You know, I like the design I have, and I already ordered some merch like that. But you know, like the donation thing, if you guys heard, you know, if you donate over $50, like you donate $50 and $51, and boom, you know, the first 3 people, although I don't think there's gonna be 3 people. I mean, only one person donated and it wasn't $50. So, you know, I think it'll probably be like one person that ends up donating that much, and that person will be, but it can be up to 3. That person, or I don't think it'll be more than one, but those people, you know, up to 3, but probably just 1 or none. But if someone does donate that much, they will not only, you know, that'll be enough for, like, let's say like a different mic. Right now I have like a small mic, like a different like mic with the screen. You know, depending on what is donated, I can get that with that. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. There's so much stuff. Then I could like maybe start saving up to a one of the cameras that are like, you know, the cameras like the new camera. It's like, forget about HD. These things are like, it's like wow, like it's amazing. Like you could, everyone, it just looks amazing. Adam has one on his channel. You could just see the difference. It makes such a difference. You know, I mean, I actually have better video quality on my phone than I do on any laptop. That's just the way it is. Phones have way better quality cameras. So if you're on a laptop, the quality is not good at all. Even if you're using a webcam, it's still not that, you know what I mean? It's not as good as the phones. Unless you have this particular camera that a lot of people have. And whenever someone has that camera, I can tell. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, so nice. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, we were able to confirm basically everything that we thought was true yesterday. We were able to confirm. And I will be doing another video to hopefully wrap this up and be done with it. Because I still don't feel like I've given a big picture yet. And that's what I was supposed to be doing last night. But while we were going through a certain social media place, it got shut down. Yeah, so I was just like, you know what, forget it, and I ended it once I came back on. It was just too late at that point. I didn't even realize how late it was until I'm kind of lucky it was shut down. So I only actually got like 2.5 hours of sleep, because she's up 6:30, 7, you know, didn't go to bed till what, 4:30 or 5. So it's like, so yeah, not even, maybe 2 hours of sleep. I can't like keep doing. I'm gonna have to take a nap during the day today. I don't know. I'm not working. I'm not going to school, so that's good. I don't know. I'll probably take a nap. But anyways, guys, like I said, anyone who's an artist, you know, if you're watching this later, for those that I already spoke to, if you want to make any kind of design, please feel free. And you know, if it's something that like you did with hand, take a picture of it, send it to my email. Or if it's something you do with, I don't know, like computers, like web design, or not web design, but you know, like computer designing, that'd be cool too. Send it, but however you do it, I don't know much about the art world. Send it to, you know, my email, which is always in the description, but in case you need it, it's the Red Pill News at proton.mail. The Red Pill News at proton.mail. Alright, guys, and with that, it's the Red Pill News Dispensary. Red Pill signing out, guys. Congratulations. We that was a bad salute. I went sideways and everything because I'm trying to. It's like right is left and left is right, you know. Let me give you a little salute there. All right, guys. We did good lately. Did good yesterday. Did good the other day. Speaking out Baghdadi, we did good with that, and now they got his wife too. I'm trying to make sure I told you guys everything I wanted to tell you. I told you about that airman. So basically later I'll do a video to wrap up this whole story, which is now this morning. It's on every single network. But nobody was talking about any of the stuff that we talked about yesterday. In like the last video or the last two videos, really. Nobody was talking about that stuff until exactly 9 a.m. today. I heard one mention on HLN that there might be one hostage, but maybe not, and don't quote him, and he shouldn't even be saying it anyway, all that stuff. And I knew it. I just wasn't going to go live with it because I'm like, well, what if something ever happened? I'm a small channel, but just by it being out there, anything can go viral. So what if it like somehow got someone hurt? You know, that's what I was, you know, me and him were going over it, and we decided, yeah, that we shouldn't go live with this. But then once I saw it on HLN, I'm like, oh, it's already out there now. But they only had this much of the story. It's so funny. The stuff that they said, like fact, they're like, Northeastern, and this is happening, and this, and this, and this. They're all lies. All ended up being untrue. Yet the stuff that they said, well, it's a possible, we're not sure, and it's not outside the realm of possibility, yet it's unlikely, you know, that type of talk. Those are the things that were true. So it's kind of weird how they work. And the fact that he's in a bulletproof Denali, he has multiple, you know, we're talking multiple high-powered assault rifles, a bunch of empty magazines, 2 girls bound and gagged, and he's found along with a second car, which was stolen from Phoenix, which just happens to be where the Miller family was headed to see the husband. So I feel like there might be more there, and might be more to this husband, or to why they were actually going to Phoenix. That's just my gut. That's it. Just literally my gut. It's not a I believe, wink wink. No, it's literally my gut telling me that. But anyways, I gotta go. Red pill new dispensary. Alright, take care, guys. Yeah, the media, they suck. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a point for a channel like this. You know? Yeah, a message was sent. I agree. But, oh, and by the way, one last thing. The United States military wanted to intervene, and Mexico said to Trump, we don't want your help. Stay out of it. We got it. Like, so I don't know if he's trying to say, like, oh, we got it. You know, we can handle them. Because, I don't know, they were embarrassed by the cartel when they had to release El Chapo's son because they were outgunned, surrounded, and getting killed. But, yeah, they got it. Okay. We must have provided them with some intel. Well, you know what? Maybe he knew that he would be able to... Maybe they knew they could get these girls. But the damage is done. From what I understand, you know, those girls, they're not exactly 100% okay. And they won't be. So, Mexico might not have a friggin' choice in the matter. We'll see. But like I said, I will do a kind of like a follow-up thing tonight. And as far as the design, just oh, it didn't work. All right, forget it. It's like this lame gif of this girl going, "Be creative." You guys ever saw that one? Like, if you go to GIFs right now and type in "be creative," you'll see it like, "Be creative." Whatever. Alright. See you guys.